All right, welcome to the second hour of our writing sessions. My name is Sergey. I'm your consultant tonight. I understand that the hour is late, and I will do my best to keep you awake for another 45 minutes. Now, to review a bit, our first hour was spent on discussing the most common problems that we have when we write in English. We talked about punctuation, we talked about structure in English, and we talked about misspelling. Now, the first hour we also began to talk about different writing styles. And to review a little bit of that, we talked about exposition writing style, when people inform the readers what they want to write about. So you tell people when something happens, how something happens, and what for. And we talked about that. I already told you that it usually can be seen in newspaper articles. So if you write something like that, you can follow this type of writing style. Now, also I told you the rule of 5 big W's. And when you try to give people as much information, as much details about something you write, the next one is narration or storytelling. Some people find it quite difficult because you need to know many words. And we talked about using adverbs and adjectives to be more, to give people a better picture of what you are writing about. Now, the next writing style, I think, is one of the most difficult ones. And it's called argumentation. Now, this word may seem like a negative word because you probably can see the word argue in there. Now, argue, this verb could have two meanings, all right? And one meaning is when you fight or disagree with somebody. Now, another meaning is when you want to prove your point, all right? When you argue, you want people to believe in what you are saying, all right? Now, why is that sometimes difficult? Now, let's take a look at that. We can call it an art of argumentation, all right? And that art is not an easy skill to acquire. It means that to know how to argue is quite difficult. Now, why is it difficult? Maybe you've had a situation when you explained everything to people. You thought you were very, very clear in something, but people still couldn't understand what you were talking about. Or people still couldn't agree with you. And maybe you felt frustrated or annoyed with that. Now, sometimes people are very, very surprised. And here I said that surprised when others don't agree with them because their logic seems so correct. Sometimes you think, oh, I'm very correct. Why people disagree with me? Now, it's not very easy to agree. Where can we see this kind of a writing style? Usually, people use this writing style in academic writing. Okay, academic writing. All right, so this is number one. When people have a theory about something and they want you to believe in that theory. Sometimes argumentative writing also can be seen in religious writing. Religious writing, okay? People want you to believe in something. At work, or in business, people may use argumentative writing in writing a business proposal. Okay, let me write it for you here. A business proposal is that when you want people to buy your idea, right? To buy something from you, or maybe to invest something in your business. And the most commonly seen writing can be found in sales pitches. Sales pitch is when a salesperson tries to sell you something and tells you, okay, this is good because it's cheap, because it's this, because it's that. And all these points are made to believe or to make you believe in that. All right? Argumentative writing. Now, how can you make people to believe in what that you are writing about. How can you make people follow your ideas? Here I have a very simple sort of list of things that you can do, but remember that skill is quite difficult to learn. So by just following all these skills, it's not doesn't mean that you will be a good argumentative writer. But anyway, let's look at the first step.